What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's episode is going to be installing a new carbon fiber steering wheel on the Camry, so stay tuned. All right, so we have a carbon fiber steering wheel from Jalisco Carbon Fiber. Here's his IG. I've been following him for a minute, and he works on a lot of cars, and I got this beauty. Look at this beauty. So it's gonna be for by Gen 8 Camry SE, and they came with the buttons and everything. Quality is A1. Flat bottom, regular carbon fiber, and then perforated leather on the sides with the thumb grips, so it's almost like the factory. And from the videos I've been looking at, most likely this is very simple and pops off. There's a bolt that connects here. I believe that goes into the paddles, and the center teeth that go into the steering rack, and should be pretty self-explanatory to install it. I will guide you guys how to do it. My first time doing it, but I've seen a couple of videos already and it should be easy, so I'll show you guys how to do it. So basically, you take out the center off it. It's by little clips. You see, I just hooked on those little buttons. This is how you're gonna install this first, and then that goes over. Now let's go to the car to take out the stock ones. Make sure you remove the negative from the battery and let it sit for between 10 to 20 minutes for the battery of the car to drain out. All right, so this is the steering wheel. We're gonna start off by taking off the airbag. You're gonna have one down here, a clip. You're gonna have another one on this side, and you're gonna have another one on this side. Oop, right there. You're gonna use a little pick. And it falls. Make sure you don't lose that. And you have another one here. I got it. Let's see. Oh. Land all over there. Right under the door. See? And the other one is down here. Okay, so once you take those off, you grab a flathead screwdriver and you're just gonna push it in there. Let's see if you can grab it on video. It's gonna be a little pin. I can't see it from this angle, but you see a metal pin there? You're just gonna push it with the screwdriver. All right, so once you push that lever in, airbag should be a little bit loose on this side. Now I'm gonna do it to the other side. All right, so once you do on the left and the right, and right under, the under one you do straight up, the whole airbag should come off. Just be careful, since it is an airbag. So you see these clips right here? You're gonna need to remove them. Where's my pick? They're color coded, so blue and black. Okay, so then now it's zip tied there, so you're gonna have to break that zip tie. Once you take off that zip tie, you will need to take off that terminal thing. So don't do this. So we try to break the bolt. I'm gonna cry. With a breaker bar. And it locked, but it locked not straight. So this is not what you wanted.
Number 1001 not to do.
Yeah. We're gonna continue. I believe this is what we're not supposed to move, the clock. Yeah, that's the clock. We're not supposed to move that, but we'll just put the steering wheel the same way we put it out. So hopefully that goes well. We'll let you know.
Amen.
All right, so before anything, you got to unclip here. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. So you take out that. You can see the other one is up here. So you pull that, those two come out, just like that, and that goes up there. So we're gonna take the steering wheel off, the bolt off, and then the steering wheel will fall off. Now let me show you, since I'm already here. When you're pushing the little part here, you see the screwdriver? You're gonna be pushing onto that piece right there. You see? So that's what you're pushing for when you're pushing into here. Same thing in the bottom. And you're pushing that piece there. And right here, the other one. Now we're gonna take off that bolt and put on the new steering wheel. So once the steering wheel is out, take off these bolts that hold the plastic trim, and you're gonna replace this screws onto the new one, the new steering wheel. And then you're also going to replace the paddles and drop it in there also. And I believe you'll need this back piece as well. All right, so once you take the centerpiece off, yeah, I got a new piece of that. So you're gonna take out these screws. This is for the paddle shifters. That's what's holding the paddle shifters in. These are the cables for it. So again, you swap those screws over to the next one with the paddles, and this piece will come out also with it. All right, so the whole rear assembly comes off with the paddles after you remove those screws. Now, I don't need this, but I'm gonna keep it because you never know. So now that the original, the original and the center comes off. Now we're gonna put everything onto the new one, and we'll put it back on. Okay, so putting it on, you have to be careful. Put it on the same way you took it off. So we messed up, so we're gonna put it in this way. Basically, you slide all the wires to the top, just like before, just like original. So this is the clock. You don't want to mess up this, and if you do, You want to make sure you put it the same way you take it off, because that recalibration costs between upwards than $1,000 to $2,000. I've heard $3,000. So you don't want to mess that up. We'll let you know if we messed up, but just try to put it the same way you took it off. Make sure all the wires, I just moved it. Just be careful putting it on. The steering wheel has some teeth in the center. You gotta line it up with the steering wheel. Why would you do that? Okay, so you gotta carefully put it on. Let the teeth grab. Okay, that looks right. That looks like more or less where we left it off. We'll find out after the test drive. Basically, these are the wires for the airbags. Just be careful now, because now you have carbon fiber. This wire goes back in here on the clock. This one goes here. I think we're good. So that's on. We're gonna put the bolt. No. T55 hex bolt. T55 size. Thread it back on. Stop. Stop. Okay. So now, make sure the car's off. And this is a ticking time bomb. You put on the
negative.
The negative, I guess, to the battery. To the airbag, not bad.
I think it's the negative.
I think that's what it's called. I just call it a negative. Negative cable. And then these two. Remember, these were color coded. Can't really mess it up. Black on black. That clicks in. Teal with teal. That clicks in. And then once that goes in, from what I read, this should just click in. And it's on.
Go ahead, guy.
Now let's put the battery on and see if the car turns on. So if we did this right, turning it on will release the lock and it should go forward. It looks right. Steering wheel is on. Check if the buttons work. Everything looks like it works. Oh. That works. Okay. Everything looks like it's working. I think we did it. So, steering wheel is on. Jalisco did a fabulous job. Wow, Sunday weird. Jalisco did a wonderful job with the carbon fiber. It looks so good. It feels almost OEM, but with a little slight sporty feel to it. He uses original cores because everything was snapped on perfect, exactly how it went, and all the buttons work. Everything works perfectly. So big thumbs up and thank you to Jalisco. I'll put his information down below. And yeah, tell me what you guys think about this installation. Once again, guys, thank you for all the support. I hope you guys like this installation. This is one of the big installs of the year for the Camry. We're still missing the MagnaFlow, and we had the underglow that we're gonna put on. It's pretty simple. You just gotta be careful. There's a lot of electricals and airbags that you don't want to mess up. The calibration on the car, so that's very important. There's no dash lights, so that's good. And once again, guys, follow my Instagram down below for projects that I don't do here on YouTube, and I have a lot of those since there's so many. Thank you for all the support once again. Let's end this year strong. On to the next one.